Well, it had all the things that you'd want from a rivalry, a local game. I have to first congratulate Crossfire on not just a good performance here, but a wonderful season. They're difficult, and they made it difficult, and they probably feel like over the course of 90 minutes, 120 minutes, they had as many good chances as we had. But the reality is, in games like this, we're trying to teach these young men how to endure and persevere and overcome. And when we conceded that second goal not long before the end of the second half, that's the learning moment. Can you respond, and can you go into overtime with renewed belief? And I thought they did. I thought it was wonderful finish by Jackson Reagan to get the winner. And sometimes it's about grit. We've talked a few times this season. The first team went on a great run last year down the stretch, and it wasn't always pretty. Sometimes they had to do what they had to do to get the result, and I tell you what, that felt like that today. But the guys are spent. They have nothing left. I'm very, very proud of them.
What was your message to the team going into extra time? You were up 2. They came back with 2, like you said. What did you tell the guys?
I smiled at them. I did. They needed to relax. I think one of the problems we had in the second half was we forgot to play. We got thinking about the end of the game. We got thinking about 90 minutes and can we just manage, and Crossfire were putting us under tremendous pressure, and we didn't deal with it well. We had to go back to what we did in the first half, which was own the ball, make them run, and you could see they were cramping up by the end of the game. So that the message was simply to believe that we're fit, to believe that our style of play can work under pressure. It did in the first half, and it did in extra time. And I thought the excellent goal. All 3 of our goals were really well taken, good, well-crafted goals, and we're excited about the possibility in a Final Four, but we're in no way arrogant. Our rough January, February has taken all the arrogance out of this team. We're humble, but they're pretty driven.
And what can you say? What kind of accomplishment does it mean for the club and for the organization to move on to the next round?
Well, it's the first time we've had a team in the semis, it's all about crossing off boxes. I think within the academy, I used to say that first is about just believing that the way we play can be effective, that we can win with it. We want to produce pros. That's our primary objective. But we also want to win, and we think that producing pros who know how to win is a little better than the opposite, right? So, getting into the Final Four, we're looking forward to the challenge. Obviously, every team is good, but it's about not being satisfied. At some point our season will end, and we want it to end lifting a trophy. And I think the guys are committed to that vision, and they bought in. So it's very exciting on a personal level, but for the club and everyone in the academy, this is a collective effort. It wasn't. I'm in no way can take credit for what the boys have done. This is a group from all the coaches, the administration of the club as well. They've really been supportive of the academy's run in the playoffs, and we have to thank them for that.
And last question, what was your thoughts or feelings on the bench when you saw the 3rd goal go in and just all the guys run to the
Hey, I'm an old center back, right? So I'm a pessimist, and I'm thinking there's still 5 minutes left, right? This is premature celebration, and I'm trying to get them to calm down, because you can again, once you start thinking about the end, you forget that there are minutes between now and the end. And again, that's a teachable thing, and I thought maybe the last few minutes were a little too nervy, and they had some shouts, and the crowd was calling for free kicks and penalties, but we endured. We endured. So I was happy Jackson scored. But I was in no way confident that was going to be enough. It wound up being enough, and we'll take it.